Hi YouTube, this is Care Bear. Happy New Year. It's January 2nd, 2010, and I haven't been on it a little bit. My son threw our camera on the floor from my 13-month-old son, grabbed the camera from the table and pulled it onto the floor. Something inside of it shattered, and I thought it was broken, but I believe it was just the actual display feature on the digital camera, so I can't view anything before I download it to the computer. So, hey, at least it still works. Well, I just wanted to get on, I wanted to talk a little bit about like the things that I'm really looking forward to and kind of the mindset I have right now. I have my appointment with the surgeon on the 5th, with the surgeon's office on the 5th, and it's kind of funny because a lot of my time to myself or when I'm falling asleep or whatever, a lot of it is, um, envisioning myself post-op and, a year down the road. I'm doing a lot. I've noticed I've done a lot of like, um, thinking, wow, next year at Christmas time or next year at New Year's. Because there's a part of me that thinks, well, I mean, maybe I could say next, this coming summer, I might be thin enough to be confident in a bathing suit. But in reality, I don't know when my surgery is going to be, so it might not be until the summertime. So, that won't necessarily have been that big of a change, till then. But I figure a year from now is probably a pretty good estimate as to when I'm going to be seeing some significant changes. So, I'm doing a lot of like, wow, Christmas is going to be really different. I'm going to be in a room full of people. I'm not going to be really overheating. I'm not going to be wishing somebody would open the door. I'm not in a place where it's snowing outside, so, it's pretty warm here compared to, the rest of the world in, not the rest of the world, but the rest of the country in wintertime. So, my husband and my father-in-law and I go to the bowl games around. We went to Poinsettia and the Holiday Bowl. We do that as a tradition every year. And this year, I just remember feeling like, I felt like I had to sit with my arms like this because there was, people on both sides of me and one of them being a complete stranger. And so I couldn't, just like make myself comfortable. And, that was one of the things from the very beginning that I always thought about was the fact that I am tired of taking up more than my share of room, of space in the world. I can't stand feeling like I'm encroaching on someone else's space. And, that was really, really frustrating for me and embarrassing and annoying. I'm just annoyed with myself for that. I'm annoyed that people have to make special, um, changes for me. I'm annoyed that, my mom has to sit in the back seat with the kids between the two car seats because I can't fit, and I have to sit up front when my sister is driving when we're all going somewhere. I just feel like that's wrong. My mom should never have to sit in the back seat. She's not, you know, too elderly that she can't handle it, but growing up, I've always believed that, you respect your elders and you give them the benefit of being the elder and let them sit in front. And the fact that I can't do that bothers me. So that's one thing that I'm really looking forward to being able to do. Sitting between my kids in the car seats in the back seat, or sitting comfortably at a football or baseball game and just feeling like I'm normal and fit the way the seats were meant to be. I find that I'm doing a lot of like passing by stores in the mall or on the internet if I get something from, a website, ad or something from Old Navy or whatever. It's like, wow, I can actually peruse these websites and think someday I'm actually going to be able to just walk into those stores and buy something, maybe without even having to try it on. That's something that I've never done. I don't have the luxury of just going, oh yeah, I'm a size, you know, whatever all across the board, because I'm not. And even if I know what size I am, it's very rare that it's cut for a heavier person or with a bust as big as mine. So it's like just a box, or it's too tight up here and then fits my hips really big, which is, I don't know, it's just not cut correctly for me. And maybe once I lose a lot of weight, it's still not going to be proportionate, but at least I'm going to have more options. If I go into a store that has, normal sizes up to 18, then I know that I'm probably going to be able to find something that fits if I'm between those two sizes rather than being on the very end of one of those, that spectrum, and then now I'm only limited to what they have in size 18, and maybe that's not even going to be a cut that fits me. So I'm really, really looking forward to be able to just buy clothes. I'm also being able to look forward to like splitting food with my husband. Like we went to the Poinsettia Bowl and I got a hot dog. Well, I got a bratwurst, and I remember thinking I will be able to eat like this much of the bratwurst after surgery. Not that I'm going to be eating bratwurst after surgery, but I'm thinking my stomach is going to hold this much, and so I'm not going to be spending the money on food. I actually have thought to myself, maybe I'll make a deal with my husband that, like, let's say we spend $15 between he and myself and our kids when we go to like a fast food place. If we know we spend around $15 every time we go, and after surgery I'm only spending, $2 out of my $7 or whatever to get something. I'm not even familiarizing myself with fast food menus right now because I'm assuming I'm not going to be eating much fast food. But like, if we go somewhere, we go out to a restaurant and I spend just a fraction of what I would normally spend, I'm wondering if he'll let me put that rest of the money that I would be spending toward like some sort of a clothing fund so that I can, put it towards, a new outfit here and there, Some just things I've been thinking about, and I'm really excited. Well, if I can't be rude to my YouTube friends with either yawning or burping or whatever, I just don't feel like it's a complete video. Anyway, what else? I've been thinking about, my husband and I have just recently started geocaching. We got a GPS for Christmas, and it's something that we've always kind of talked about doing. And it is so much fun. And for those of you who don't know what it is, really quickly, I'll just let you know. It's actually like people will hide something anywhere in the world. They'll hide it, and they will put the coordinates, the GPS coordinates, on the internet. And then you go to the internet, and you put those coordinates into your GPS, and then you find it. So it's like a worldwide treasure hunt, and it's fantastic. And there, it's not usually, it's like little trinkety things, so it's not really much a value. It's not like you're going, treasure hunting, but it's just the hunt is really what it's about. And then to get there and to see who else has been there, they usually have a log and stuff, and to see how long it's been there. And like our first one was near a place where we used to drive by every single day. It was right near where my husband used to work, and so it was kind of interesting to think, that thing's been there for years, and we had no idea. Anyway, so I know that some geocaching, hidden locations are much more take a lot more stamina and, agility if you're going to be hiking and that kind of stuff. And I'm really looking forward to being able to do that too. So, more freely, and, just little things too, like sitting on the floor and playing games with my daughter, which is not very always comfortable right now, and I can do it, but my legs fall asleep, or, I just don't feel very comfortable after a while. And so, I'm really looking forward to the changes that I'm going to experience in my day-to-day life, in the comfort of being a normal-sized person. So, I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys for the new year. So I don't really think that I'm going to set a New Year's resolution per se, but I think I'm just going to make sure that maybe it's a lifetime resolution. Maybe I'm going to make a lifetime resolution that I'm actually going to really be a productive bypass patient, and that all the things that I'm required to do by my surgeon, that I'm going to make sure that those are the important things I need to be doing in my life in order to change my life for the best, because I know that they know what is best for me. And so I'm still reading up on stuff, and I'm still trying to catch up on videos and stuff like that. I know a lot of people have posted stuff, and I haven't been able to watch everybody's, but it was a busy holiday, as I'm sure it was for a lot of you guys. So I hope it was safe and eventful, and I look forward to this year and what we have ahead of us. Alrighty, YouTube, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.